Hi guys, just before we begin the video I just want to make a correction. There's a mistake I make in the video where I talk about substitutes. I thought that you got 6 free substitutes for the season. Actually you get free substitutes each race weekend, so I just wanted to clarify that before the video began. So apologies for that little error. I'm still learning all the ins and outs, but anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. Hey guys, welcome to the channel and to part 3 of my F1 Fantasy 2022 season. What a race we had yesterday in Jeddah. Really happy to see these close battles. I mean the Max and Leclerc battle at the front, then you had Ocon just nipping it from Norris at the end. There were some good midfield battles. The Alpine battle between Ocon and Alonso, and some really good battles. Felt sorry for Mick. Obviously, he had that massive crash in qualifying, and felt sorry for Tsunoda, who's in my team. The engine cutting out on him, and then Alonso and Ricciardo both having technical problems. And Latifi, the only crash, I believe. Bottas also retired, but we don't know. I don't know the reason behind Bottas's retirement. But anyway, great race. So I've not looked at my team or anything yet. This is all going to be new to me in terms of my points and that. So I'm going to look at my team, see how they did, check the leagues, and then see if I'm going to make any changes. So in terms of my team, we have Sainz has scored 27 points. Leclerc, who's my turbo driver, scored 82 points. Gasly picked up 17. That's more than I thought he was going to pick up, to be fair. Perez 22, same, bit more than I thought he was going to pick up. Tsunoda minus 15. Obviously, he didn't start the race, so that's hit me there. Let's see. Now, I forgot in the last video that there's this drop down arrow here, so I'm going to try and get a bit more in depth this time round, because I know that you got points for overtaking cars, but I forgot to mention that you lose points if your car's overtaken. So let's see. So Sainz, he got 27 points, 15 points for finishing in third, 8 points for qualifying in Q3. For qualifying third, 3 points for qualifying in Q3, and he got a point for finishing the race. Leclerc, big bulk of points here. Scored 41, but obviously he's my turbo driver, so that's 82 for me. Excuse me. Race, he got second, 18 points. Qualified in second, 9 points. Fastest lap, 5 points. Q3 finish, 3 points. He beat Sainz, his teammate, 3 points. Qualifying, he beat Sainz at 2 points, and he finished the race. That's a point. So that's a good haul there for Leclerc. Really glad that I was able to afford him last week after letting Norris go. Gasly has done better than I was expecting, actually. He got 8th place, so 4 points. Q3 finished, 3 points. Beat his teammate, 3 points. Qualified in 9th, 2 points. Beat Tsunoda in qualifying, so 2 points. Gained 2 positions, and he finished the race, so 2 points and 1 point. Perez, again, more than I thought. I was worried about Perez because of him dropping down. Finished the race in 4th at 12 points. Qualified in first, 10 points. Q3 finished 3 points. He outbeat Max because he got pole position, 2 points. Finished the race 1 point, but he lost positions, 6 points. So I'm guessing that's 2 points per position. So he could have had 28 if he'd stayed. Well, no, more than 28, because he would have obviously got more points here for qualifying first. But anyway, he lost 6 points. That's a bit of a shame, but damage limitation. Tsunoda, he did so well for me at Bahrain. He racked in 10 points just for positions gained at Bahrain, but unfortunately the engine cut out in the formation lap, so he suffered a big loss here for minus 15 points. He failed to qualify as well. Did he? Did he fail to qualify? That's a bit suspect. Uh, didn't finish the race because obviously he didn't start it, so -10. Bit curious about that. And then Ferrari, the constructor, 63 points, so more than last week, I think. Second place, 18 points. Third place, 15 points. Qualifying in second, 9 points. Qualifying third, 8 points. Q3 finished 6 points. Race fastest lap, 5 points. And finishing the race, 2 points. Now, if Sainz and Leclerc both reach Q3 again next week and hit the podiums, then we've got some streaks going. I'm still learning how the streaks work, but I think if they qualify in Q3 next week and don't have any engine failures or anything, I think we get some streaks going. So I'll come back to the team in a sec. I want to have a look at over here in a second. Value. So the team changed. It's gone up by 100,000, and that is Leclerc. Leclerc has gone up to 18.6 million. But oh no, there is some other changes. Hang on. So Sonoda has lost 100,000. It's a bit unfair. No, sorry, Gasly. Sorry, not looking right. Gasly has lost 100,000. Okay. Perez has gained 100,000. Sonoda gained 100,000. I think this is from last week. I don't know if this is from this week, to be fair. Oh no, it is. No, it is Saudi Arabia. Okay. So team change 1.4 million plus. Budget change -2 million. Value change -0.6 million. Okay. Which means if I did make any changes, I think I'm over the budget. I'm not sure. Yeah, I am. I'm over the budget by 900,000. So I need to bear that in mind if I make any changes. Total points 356. Let's have a look. Those are the changes that were made. So I brought in Leclerc as my turbo driver, and I brought in Leclerc for Norris. Okay. Now, I've got 5 subs left for the season. Obviously, you can make more, but they cost you points. So I'll get to that in a second. Just checking something. Okay. In terms of the leagues, so in the DM McLaren F1 Open, I'm currently in first place. Let's see if we can have a look at the actual league. So you got me in first. Yo Pierre, you want to come out is in second, and team won by Patrick B is in third. Oh, here we go. This is the private league between me and my colleagues. I'm currently top of that one. The McLaren official league. I think my ranking's gone up for all 3 of these. So in the McLaren, I'm 81,500th, if I've said that right, in the McLaren league. Let's have a look at the standings. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. There it is. So Keith D is currently in first. Team won by Zach MC is in second, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Guinea F1 team is in third in the McLaren League. In the United Kingdom, I'm 88,800th. So again, I have gone up. We have Lord Mahevir Ranganathan Racing is first. Team won by Zach MC again is currently in second, and I'm not going to say that because I will mispronounce it. I know who it is. I will mispronounce it. By Thomas B is in third. And then in the Global League, again, I've gone up to 448,000. And let's see. So Team 1 by Islam E is first. Hebrew Hammer 1 in second. And again, Keith D is in joint second. In fact, we've got 4 joint seconds. Team 1 by Brunei, and again Lord Mahavir Rangathan Racing, which kind of puts Team 1 by Zach MC in third, sort of. So let's go back to teams. That's my colleagues' teams. There are 2 colleagues, they're in a joint venture. This is my team, obviously, DM McLaren F1F. So let's see. Actually, before I do this, I want to have a look at something. I want to see. So here's the leaderboards. This isn't what I'm after. What I'm after is right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm actually having trouble with my connection, I think. But if you go over to F1 Fantasy Tracker, this gives you a breakdown of the drivers' points and the team's points in terms of for F1 Fantasy. I may put a link to this in the description below. If I don't, I apologise. I'm still readjusting my channel. So here you can see the difference, the changes since yesterday. The bottom scorers, unfortunately, are Yuki, Nicholas, and Nick. The highest team is Ferrari, the lowest is AlphaTauri. Here's your top 3, and over here is we have the fantasy standings. So Leclerc is currently top with 90 points. Sainz 59 and Russell 54. Schumacher is the only one in minus 3 in the teams. Ferrari well ahead at the moment with 139. We've got AlphaTauri at the bottom with 7 points. So here we go, prices. Right, today's price changes. So Perez has gone up by 100,000. So has Red Bull, Russell, Max, Ricciardo, Stroll, Gasly, Latifi, Mercedes, McLaren, and AlphaTauri have all gone down by 100,000. Changes since last race. So Ferrari are topping at the moment at 0.7 million. Charles Leclerc second, 0.6 million. Bottas 0.5 million. And here we have the current price standings. So Lewis is still at the top at 30.7 million. He's dropped down from 31 million. He's scoring 0.77 points per million as things stand. So let's just talk value for money. In terms of value for money, it's actually Kevin Magnussen. So Kevin Magnussen is 3.42 points per million, and he's only 6 million. He's gone up from 5.5 million. And then I think Leclerc was in second, 2.41 points per million. And then we have, let's see, 0.65. So if I've looked correctly, it will be Ocon, 1.65 points per million. So those would be your best buys as things stand. In the constructors, it looks like it is Ferrari 2.70 points per million, with Haas in second, 2.26 points per million, and Alfa Romeo, I think, 2 points per million. So that brings me back to my team. I'm not gonna make any changes this week. I want to keep holding my. Sorry, I'm not gonna make any changes for the Australian Grand Prix, I should say, because I don't want to use up all my subs straight away. I'm obviously happy with Sainz. I'm obviously happy with Leclerc. Gasly, I'm hoping will pick up, and I think he will. Perez, I'm fine with. Sonoda, he done so well for me at Bahrain. Yes, he didn't get to compete this week, so I got minus 15 points. But I think Sonoda will pick up. However, I am keeping an eye on Magnussen, Bottas, and Ocon. They're the three drivers I'm keeping an eye on at the moment, especially K-Mag and probably Ocon actually at the moment. I'm surprised how well the Alpine's been doing. But for me, for the Australian Grand Prix, no changes. I'm going to stick... Wait. I thought this was for the season. Well, either way, I'm going to stick for the time being. Because, for a start, my system doesn't want to let me get rid of anyone. But yeah, so no changes for me for this week, for Australia in 2 weeks. But obviously, I'll revisit this after Australia, and I will make a decision then as to whether I'm going to replace one of the AlphaTauris, because they are the weak links at the moment in my team. Other than that, happy that, happy Norris got points from McLaren, but also unhappy since I got rid of him last week, because I could have got some points there. Obviously, there's no Grand Prix this coming weekend, so I've got some other ideas that I may do. I'm finally, touch wood, I've finally got somewhere to live, so I'll hopefully be moving at the end of the month, at the end of April that is, into a new home where I can get set up properly. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please give it a like, and if you want to see more F1 fantasy content down the line, please subscribe. Let me know in the comments who's in your team. Let me know how well or how bad your team did, and what are your thoughts on the Grand Prix from this weekend, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. That's it from me, guys. All the best, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.